Hi guys, now today we will study about potential difference or potential drop and EMF of the cell. Alright, so uh, potential drop and EMF of the cell. Sometimes everyone understand that there is no difference in between potential drop and EMF. Okay, so but there is a difference in between. You suppose that here we have taken an EMF E, its terminal be A and B. Alright, and suppose if there is no current flowing through this EMF, that means here is I is equal to 0. But here we have to take one thing, that every EMF having its internal resistance, that we have to keep in mind. That's why I would just like to improve this diagram like that. See here. This one is an internal resistance. Let it be smaller, terminal A and terminal B. Alright, and you suppose that there is no current that flowing in this EMF, that means I is not equal to 0, that means current is flowing through this one, then here you have to take I is equal to 0. Okay, so you just let it be. Then what happens, according to our rule, that when we are going from higher potential to lower potential, then we have to take its EMF be positive. We have discussed this one in last class. Okay, and now here you are seeing that your I is equal to 0. That means what, that let here at this terminal its potential be VA, and at this terminal its potential be VB. Alright, that's why what you are taking here, that VA minus VB, this one is called potential difference, that is potential drop in this EMF, and this is equal to, now here I am going from higher to lower potential, so E, that would be positive, and then IR. So because if we think in the direction that is opposite from your way, so it is negative, but because your I you have considered already it is 0, that's why your IR, so I that is 0, that means your whole factor that becomes 0. Okay, and then that is VA minus VB, that means what, that your VA minus VB that is equal to E, that is V is equal to simply E. So this one is potential drop. So now here if your EMF is not connected with any circuit, that means there is no current is flowing through the EMF, that's why your potential drop is equal to the EMF of the cell. But now here we have taken another example. We have taken same potential E of a cell having internal resistance R. Okay, and in same manner we have taken its terminal A and B. Okay, so simply this terminal having its potential VA and this terminal having its potential VB. But the current is flowing, I is not equal to 0. That means I current be flowing from B to A. Okay, so here you have to apply KVL, Kirchhoff's voltage law, that is second law. So accordingly, what you are seeing here, that VA minus VB, you just supposed to be V. So this V is equal to, now this one is at higher, this one is at lower. So your E will be positive, and you're going opposite to the direction of current. That's why the potential drop in its internal resistance, that would be IR. Alright, that means what you're seeing here, that V is equal to V minus IR. So what is the difference in between? You can see here that something is deducted from the EMF of the cell, and this gives you the terminal potential, that is potential drop between the terminals. Okay, so this result shows that your E is greater than V. That means potential difference between the terminals of an EMF is less than that of the EMF of the cell. Alright, now we can understand this one just taking this direction is in opposite direction. Okay, so here we will get one more result, just like this one is your internal resistance of this EMF, but we have to change the direction of current. So your direction of current is that is your I is not equal to 0. Alright, that means your I current be flowing from A to B. Just take it VA, and here is VB. In same manner you have to take VA minus VB, that is V. That's why this V is equal to from higher to lower. So your EMF of the cell, that would be positive, and now your current is also flowing in the direction of A to B. That means what? The potential drop in this internal resistance, that would be also positive. Alright, that means plus IR. So now in this result showing that the terminal potential difference is equal to the sum of the internal potential drop in the internal resistance with the EMF of this cell. That means what? That your EMF of this cell is less than the potential drop in the terminal of the cell. Alright, so this one is the difference. Now this difference we can understand by taking an example. Okay, so you can see here, you just keep in mind all these results. Okay, now see here, this one is a very simple question, that here we have taken an EMF and its internal resistance be small r, be there, and with this EMF we have connected a load resistance R. Okay, so this one is your example, just like a question. Okay, so what you are seeing, this one is your EMF of this cell, the internal resistance is small r of the cell, and this one is your load resistance. So here you just take that the EMF of this cell be, you just suppose this one is 12 volt, internal resistance of the cell be 2 ohm, and the magnitude of load resistance be 6 ohm. Okay, then here you have to find the potential drop either between the cell or between the load resistance. Okay, both will be same. So the question is that find the potential drop in the load resistance, or the potential difference between the terminals of an EMF. Okay, so this way the question, which is written in two ways, that is find the potential drop in the load resistance or the potential difference between the terminals of an EMF. So from this diagram you see that AB be the points between the terminals of an EMF or between the terminals of an load resistance. That's why here this one is written just like or. Okay, alright. So now from the previous concept you can see here that you have to find this potential difference between A and B. So you just suppose the potential at point A be VA, okay, and then potential at point B be VB. So the difference is VA minus VB. Just I am going through this EMF from its higher to lower potential. So this one is E, alright. So E, that would be positive, and then internal resistance of it, that is inside this cell. So there is IR. But to calculate this equation you need I. So how you can calculate this I? So you are seeing that in this circuit diagram the net resistance that you have to find first, alright. So you just keep in mind this equation like equation 1, and then the net resistance in the circuit. So here you are seeing that this load resistance and internal resistance both are in series. That's why your net resistance R, that would be RL plus small r. Alright. Now your RL be from here 6 ohm and then plus 2 ohm. So altogether this one is 8 ohm. Your next equation be there. And then finally you have to find how much be the current. So the direction of current be in this direction anti-clockwise. Alright, that's why therefore I is equal to V by R. R, this one is net resistance, that is capital R. Now how much be your V? So V be that is the EMF of this cell, and this one is 12. Alright, so 12 divided by R, this one is 8. So how much be there? This one is just cancelled by 4 2s are 4 3s are, that is 3 by 2, that means 1.5 ampere. So our next equation be there, and then you have to find the potential difference from this equation 1. Therefore from equation 1, now from this equation let V be the VA minus VB. You can also find out this one like this, just like that there is V. Alright, okay. So now this one is equal to EMF of the cell minus IR. Therefore EMF of the cell be 12 minus your current be from this equation 1.5 and internal resistance be 2. That means V is equal to 12 minus 3. So you're seeing here that your terminal potential difference, that is potential drop in this EMF, that is 9 volt only, and this one is your result. Okay, so using this way you can find out the potential difference in the circuit anywhere and with any electronic components, alright, even in the active element, that is cell, alright.